Hey everyone, stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, love the content, hit subscribe. If you haven't yet subscribed to our options trading live channel, links below in the description. You can join there. I go live 30 minutes before market close, Monday through Friday. If you want to join our community, the UVH fam, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. And the other reason why to join the Discord is I do post all my trades in here under Nick's Trades. I do post all the trades. So I'm going to be going over my trades for today and kind of what I've learned from this week and kind of moving forward. I mean, this was a hard fought week for me. You know, I had some red days, I had some green days, and ultimately we did come out in the green for this week. Last week I closed down actually $200 in the red. Last week we came out this week pretty strong, even though we had a very wide range on the S&Ps. I mean, we went from 26.39 all the way down to 24.24. So we had over a 200 point swing from high to low on the S&Ps and everything in between. It seems to want to be around this 2,500 area. So I'm going to be keeping that in mind for long and short positions. Seems like, SPY, if we're talking about SPY, likes to go back towards 250. And if you're trading the S&Ps, it likes 2,500-ish area. But to kind of cover some of my trades here, what I did is I was up on the day about $500. At one point, I was up $900 on the day when Tesla was dipping down. Had some good trades here on Tesla. I got into the 445 put this morning, and I bought that for $10.20, and I sold it for $12.40. So I made $220 on that put. And what I was looking for on Tesla and what I am still short, I'll kind of show you what I took profits and I rolled into a further out expiration. The downtrend here for me is still intact. I mean, this could pop up to like the 500, 515 area, but it's probably not likely. I mean, the market was moving up, and Tesla was just seemed to be pretty stuck. So it seems Tesla seems to be on the decline still. It hasn't broken out of range. We did pop up overnight to 547. Sorry, 547, which is resistance here. It came up to 540 back on Tuesday and just sold off hard. It popped up to 540, sold off to 440 area, and popped back up to 547, sold off to 568. I was actually up on that position. I rolled into, so I was in April 9th expiration. Now I'm in the 400 put for April 17th expiration. I'm down on this position a little bit. I was up on that position when it came down to the 468 area, but it bounced a little bit. So that is what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking for Tesla to kind of come to like the 430, 420 area. And I'll be looking to take my position off. But anything can happen with Tesla, so we'll definitely see what happens. Another couple trades. So I took off a couple losers, which was SPY and Apple. So this Apple trade I was actually profitable on it yesterday, and I didn't, the biggest mistake, I made a mistake here. Let me show you the mistake. So I put this trade on yesterday. It broke down to 236. I didn't take my profits. And this is what happens in this market where we're starting to get choppy, where it's playing both sides for both the bulls and the bears. Especially yesterday, I was actually $200 profitable on that trade, and it ripped up. And then I was losing $200 today. So I actually closed it out because I made a mistake on that trade. I actually closed it out for a $55 loss when it came back down. So I sold that for $8.20. The last trade I was actually going for $7.37. So when Apple and SPY, and I'll show you SPY here in a second. So when Apple was kind of hanging down here, like 240, 239, not going down, I was like, okay, I kind of want to take it easy. I mean, it looked like it was going to break down, but I wasn't sure. And sure enough, it popped up into the close. Last 10 minutes of close, it went from 238, 239 area all the way up to like 242 area, where it closed at 241.41. So instead of taking a $55 loss, if I were to hold it, I would be down now on $150. So I was thinking today for me was going to be good to just go into Monday fresh, clean. I didn't want to bring over baggage. I made a mistake on this Apple put. I didn't take my profits, and I definitely paid for it. So I'd rather take a $55 loss than a $200 loss. And the same thing with this SPY put was another one that I timed poorly as well. Now the SPY put here that I had the 246 SPY put should have closed it out for profit. Didn't, and this is what happens when you get greedy, is it costs you money. This cost me $176. I was down on this position over $300. Got some of that money back today. It's closed it out for $176 loss, and you can see at the close it bounced as well. I sold it for $381. At close, that put was going for, it was the 246 for Monday, 246. It was only going for $234, so I would have been back up to another $300 loss on that. So if you make a mistake, it's okay to take the loss. If you've gotten back, I felt like I gotten back where I could. I didn't want to take a $300 loss. I didn't want to take a $200 loss on Apple. So I came out with a $55 loss on Apple and a $176 loss on SPY because it wasn't the market. It was my fault. I didn't take a profit. So I feel like, I got both losses closed out for like $225. So I call that a win after I've made the mistake. Sometimes you make mistakes and it's okay. It depends on how you manage that mistake moving forward. And thankfully I was able to close it out for less of a loss than what it was. Otherwise these were going to be like $500-$600 losses, and I closed it out for $225 in losses. So that's a win. If you make a mistake, it's okay. Mistakes, we're human. Mistakes are going to happen when you're trading options. I also did buy a couple USO puts going into Monday, going into that meeting. Trump says a lot of things, so I'm calling BS on it. I'm trading the 6 puts. I'm down 7% on it. I only got 2 of them, so if it goes bad, no big deal. It's kind of like trading earnings. You don't know what it's going to be. I got 2 of them for 85 cents. If it was going to blow past 6 today, if it went up to like 650, I was gonna average down, but it never did. So if I look at USO, oil popped up. USO was up 15% today. It did hit 603 after hours here, but it never popped really up above 6 today. Closed at 590, tapped 6. So I'm thinking it's probably going to come back down to like the $5 or the 480 range down in here is kind of my target right now. So got a couple of weeks on it. We'll sit on it. We'll see what happens, but that's not a very serious trade right now. My only serious trade going into next week is Tesla. The rest, I do have some debit spreads going into that are for May expiration, like Netflix. I'm in May expiration, which is kind of an earnings play, so I'm getting ahead of that. I'm short. I have a debit spread at the 320, the 315 put, up a couple bucks on that. That only cost me $1 or so. Home Depot, this is a spread that I have for 2 weeks out. I had a spread expiring next week, but I did take profits on that spread. Made close to 100% on that, so I'm happy about that. And Costco, I made $115 today on a day trade, and let me just show you. I've been trading this 290 put, if you guys have been watching the videos, pretty exclusively. If you guys could do me the favor right now, if you like the content, hit the like button. If you made money today, comment got paid. If you lost money today, comment below learned a lesson. But looking at this 290 put, and the reason why, Costco volume isn't good, but if you learn how to trade it all week long, I've been trading this 290 put, and I've been profitable. I haven't had a losing trade on Costco all week long. I've done this like 5 times. Every time it popped up at 290, I kept playing that 290 put. Would have worked out beautiful today a couple times. At first I bought one here, came down here, so that's where I made the $115. I didn't think it was going to tap it again. I thought maybe it was going to blow through, and it never did. And then this would have been another good trade. So this would have been a great clean trade to buy the 290 put again for next week expiration and trade that down, make another $150. So that would have been nice, but definitely grateful. I didn't want to push my luck too much into Friday. And Friday, sometimes if you keep pushing, it'll backfire. So I'm like, okay, I had a great trade on Tesla, made my 20% out clean, sold Apple, sold SPY, kind of reducing the damage, made some money on Tesla, kind of reducing the risk there. So now I can go into next week clean You know, you don't want to be taking over baggage in the networks and be like, man, I should never have bought that Costco 290 put. Now I'm bag holding into Monday, and then it kind of offsets you. I wanted to start Monday off real clean, simple, just manage the Tesla put and see what happens. So, you know, hope you guys enjoyed the content. Had a good week, whether you had a green week or a red week. Hope you learned a lot. If you watched to the end, watch this video to the end. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.